Okay guys, I thought I'd make a video really quickly about something that slipped my mind up until a couple days ago. Now, those of you who follow this channel way back, and thank you for sticking with me. I know I haven't made much content. I've been really busy. Things really been kind of hectic at work with the family. But I'm trying to get back into it. I'll trickle in and, when I have time, I'm going to do this. But anyway, I made a video about emergency communications during a shit hit the fan. In that older video, I started out with a CB radio set. And the reason for a CB, they're simple to use and there's no license required to use them. You can teach people how to do it very simply, right? And it was mainly radio discipline and a way to charge them. In that video, I did a setup where I had CB radios and I had had them running on AA batteries, and I had solar chargers for those AA batteries. My philosophy is not to rely on outlet power or even cigarette lighter in the vehicle. If it's a real bad situation, worst comes to worst, you have to bug out. You have to bug out, right? You probably won't have a capability to charge a phone or any kind of batteries or anything with an outlet, right? Bugging out's the worst case scenario, but if you did that, you're probably not going to have a way to recharge with outlet power. All right, most likely. And then, if you're going to rely on your vehicle, say that damn thing breaks down, right? And you got to move, you got to hoof it to your bug out location. You're not going to push that son of a bitch all the way over there. And even taking the battery and rigging up the cigarette lighter to recharge things, that's going to be a heavy, it's like bugging out with weights, man. I mean, water is heavy enough to carry on foot. Now, worst case scenario, a vehicle breaks down, you got to leave it. You're not going to have any solar, any power capabilities. That's why I recommend those little solar chargers. They take forever, but they do charge eventually. I like solar and crank powered items. So I have updated the my communication setup, and I'm going to get into that in the next video. Right? I've got other ways to charge, and we'll get into that. But I want to say that this video is going to be about, we're finally getting to it, I know, Baofeng radios. If you read up on them, they were going to be banned for sale at a certain point. And that point was September 30th, 2019. So that has just passed a few weeks ago. I forgot all about it until I was looking up something on YouTube for my setup. I wanted to check something out, thinking about changing something up, and then I put it in there and they're talking about these things being banned. I'm like, hell, I forgot all about it. So as of a couple weeks ago, the ban went into effect. These are prohibited to be sold in the US, but that's going to be like, I assume, I'm not a lawyer, but I think that's from like main distributors, right? Like let's say like Amazon, for example, big old retail company. They can't sell these things without facing massive fines per day, right? And taking massive fines for a cheap radio, which you're not going to make any profit, if any. I mean, really look at things. Sometimes some of the stuff you buy, there's no way they can make any money with free shipping. So that whole thing's a joke too. But take advantage of it, right? Right now, you can get Baofeng radios online cheap. They're going to be banned, I'm sure. You're not going to be able to get them at all. Now, for the price point, I paid $20 a piece for these things. The capabilities that they give for $20, I mean, it's a heck of a deal. I recommend you go online and buy two or three of these things on your next payday. And then the payday after that, get 2 or 3 more, right? The antenna, replacement antennas, battery packs, headsets, anything else, right? You can get later. The radio itself, it's going to be banned. Accessories, you'll be able to get a hold of. But it doesn't make any difference if you can't get the radio. So again, they're going to start disappearing, and I mean soon. So I highly recommend you get these things. The price point, you can't beat them. Let's say you get like a Yaesu radio, which is much higher end. It's, a good radio. Damn good radio. But about $100 a pop. Let's say you're gonna give 10 people communications. Man, you're looking at $1,000 to where these things $20 a piece. You know, the same 10 people you can give them communication ability for $200. I mean, a tax on the 1,000 and tax on the $200, of course, but you know, within the ballpark. And the other thing to think about, who are you gonna hand it off to? You think everybody's gonna be a radio expert? You know, they're gonna have a license and know what they're doing? No, they're probably not. They're probably your cousin or a good friend or somebody you can trust that you let in, you know, in your group. And then you're gonna hand them off a radio that's $100 and they have no idea what they're doing. They might damage it or lose it, as opposed to losing, you know, $100 something radio, which could become way more valuable in a real SHTF situation as opposed to a $20 radio, which would also become way more valuable. I mean, you know, come on. Buy these while you can. I'm telling you guys, get them while you can. Set them up and put them aside. They have lots of capabilities, man. Dual band. You can listen to all kinds of channels that you couldn't on any other, you know, like a CB radio. You need a CB to listen to CB frequencies, but you know, these things, you know, you can communicate over much larger distances with these things, even without a repeater, right? But that's going to be limited. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, you say you got some bug out location, you know, you got a little cottage or something set up, you know, a little homestead somewhere, and it's just a small area where you got some land, this would be perfect. But only if you can get it. Get them now, $25, $30. They've came up a little bit in price. Or wait till they're gone and you have to pay $100-something bucks. Or like, I don't know, a couple $100 for walkies that really have some range with like MERS frequencies or something. I mean, these are dirt cheap, right? So anyway, get them while you can. The accessories you can get later. The radios are going to disappear and disappear fast. Get them while you can. You've got a lot of capability, communication capability for cheap. I'll show you my setup in the next video, but you need to get these while you can. All right? Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out, guys. Y'all have a good one. But again, I recommend 2 or 3 payday and then maybe 2 or 3 more the next payday. Big box retailers, you know, they're going to be banned. These online sellers are going to be banned from selling them. But you could take this and go to your neighbor, for example. Hey, man, look, you know, if you trust him, you can sell him that. You can trade it for something, right? The small individual guy, you could do that. But you're not going to be able to get them to replenish. So get them while you can now. In a WROL or SHTF scenario, they're worth way, way, way more than they would be when they're banned. And because you'd have a way to communicate, and you'd already have them for cheap. Anyway, another thing, if you do get these, and if you don't watch my other video, program them, and the way I do it, my family, we have a channel that nobody else does, right? Prepper group, gonna have everything except for one channel, just in case. You never know. I don't trust anybody 100%. I've been through too much crap, and people I thought were my friends, I thought wrong. And talking about people I've known for, you know, over a decade, man. But anyway, so, you know, family, that comes first. We got a channel that only we have. And they know when to use it and when not to. And it's not on any printout or anything. They know what it is. Nobody else does. But anyway, and they don't know I do this channel. So anyway, get these while you can, guys. They're going to get banned. You're not going to have an option to get for these things later. Right now you do. In a few weeks you may not. I don't know. I mean, the government's inefficient at everything, but you know, all good things come to an end. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to leave links in the description bar to these radios if you want to get them online, along with other items. Again, I cannot stress this enough. If let's say you have $50 or $60, you know, I would say just putting the money into radios themselves instead of accessories. You can get the accessories later. Save this, you know, favorite this video, and then later on you get the accessories. Just get the radios now while you can. Anyway, that's it for me. Links in the description bar. I'm out. You guys have a good one. Buy them while you can.